Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua to all the brothers. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Shem Yahshua to all the sisters. I am priest and officer Ibada Yah 1000, and this is the Thursday night history class. Tonight's topic is that we have to warn the people. We got to warn Yahshua. It's our job as priests and prophets to warn the blacks, the Latinos, the native men, women, and children that God's wrath, the Most High's wrath, is on its way. And we have to change our ways, meaning we have to stop sinning, stop transgressing the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, so we don't end up with our oppressor and with the other nations. We are a special people, a royal people, but it comes with conditions. And those conditions is not eating pork, not eating shrimp, crab, lobster, being brotherly towards one another. Go to him and thee alone. Paying our tithes. Going to the Lord's Passover. That's what we must do. The Most High is a man of war, and he wants us to fight our flesh. So we're going to start with Judith 5:20. So this is the book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor. This is a heathen speaking to a heathen ruler. They had some power at the time. If there be any error in this people is talking about us, the blacks, the Latinos, the native men, women, and children. If there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, and they sin against their God, meaning transgress the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. Stealing, worshiping idols, being in the Christian church, being in the Muslim mosques, being in Buddhism, Hinduism, Egyptology, you name it. Being an adulterer, being a drug dealer, being a drug addict. If we do any of these disgusting acts, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. They knew that they will have the upper hand if we go against the Most High. That's why we shouldn't go against the Most High, so we can always have his protection. Because the Most High will fight for us if we obey him. The Lord wants his law, statutes, and commandments obeyed on this earth. And we are his representatives, the blacks, Latinos, and First Nation men. We are his representatives, his priests and his prophets. So we gotta get our nation straight. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. They'll be able to overcome us. They'll be able to take us. They'll be able to deal wisely with us, set up abortion clinics in our neighborhoods. They'll be able to set up stores and shops in our neighborhoods. Because we'll be so destroyed, we won't know where to turn to, what to do. And then we'll start being selfish. We will only care about ourselves. We won't care about each other. Verse 21, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, now there's the other side of it. There's always another side of it. If there be no iniquity in their nation, if there be no iniquity, no sin, no transgression of the law, no no imperfection, no smudge. Let my Lord now pass by. That was his advice. That was his counsel. They should just go about their business. Don't even plan to go to attack us, deal with us in a harsh or unfair manner. Stop Israel. I gotta grab the door real quick. Start? Yes. So what I was saying was in Judith, the 5th chapter, in the 20th verse, it says, "Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any ever in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them." So we transgress the Most High, they'll be able to overcome us. But, verse 21, if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by. Just they had it. He advised his Lord, his Lord, to just pass by, just to go about their business, go about their day, and leave us alone. Because there's a reason for that. Because they had our records. They knew what was up. They heard about what happened to the Egyptians. During when we got up out of Egypt. They heard about the wars with Joshua. They knew what was going, what we was about. So let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them. See, the Most High would defend us. The Most High would defend us. He would protect us because we are obeying Him. Any father who has an obedient child will defend that child. Will make sure that he's all right. And their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. And if they try to come against us, they'll be made an example before all the world. All the world. So let's get Ezekiel, 3rd chapter. I'm going to get Ezekiel 3. 3:17. Ezekiel 3:17. Bear with me. Okay. This is the book of Ezekiel, 3 and verse 17. Son of man. That's talking. That's talking to the priests, the prophets. I'll grab the door real quick. Israel. The thun. Oh, fuck. Okay, Israel. So we was at Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give thee warning from me. See, son of man, the Most High deals with men. Men, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. His priests, his prophets. We are his watchmen. And therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So now we gotta warn the people. Verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest to him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will require at thine hand. So this is saying that if we refuse to warn our people, as priests and prophets refuse to warn our people are going to die in their iniquity if they're sinning against the Most High. We are going to be, their blood is going to be at our hands. So we're going to be accountable for that iniquity or that sin ourselves as well. Verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. See, we gotta push the truth. We gotta make sure that we warn our brothers and sisters from stopping from transgressing the Lord's laws, such as commandments, because if we do, we can deliver our souls if they refuse to turn back to the Lord. Verse 20, again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he have done shall not be remembered, but his blood will require at thy hand. It's the same thing for the righteous. Right there. No, that's not. We supposed to, but I don't see them. The right. Again, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 20. Again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will require at thine hand. So we got require. We have to. We have to warn our righteous brothers as well. We gotta warn everybody. We can't just warn the wicked. If the righteous transgress the Lord's laws, we gotta try to get them back into the fold, or at least tell them what they're doing wrong, so we can deliver our soul. Or it's going to be required at our hand. Verse 21. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he doth not sin, he shall surely live,
because he is warned. Also, thou hast delivered thy soul.
And the righteous man, since he was warned, if he turned back from his sin, he's going to live, and
the priest going to live too. He has the priest going to. He's not going to
be counted for. Blood not going to be counted on this. On not be accounted for him.
So we're going to drop that. We're going to get 2 Peter 3:10. We got to make sure our people know that, because we're in the last days of time. We're in the last days of time, and it's time for us to change. It's time for us to change and not be the same person that we was in the world. We got to make sure that
we're not committing no sin, no transgression, no iniquity.
This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
See, the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. When those chariots come back, the chariots is coming back, but it's going to come back on a time that we least expect. It's just going to be a normal, the day is just going to be a regular day to everybody. Everybody's going to be going about their business, and then, whoa, the chariots are here.
In 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10, in the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise.
It's going to be great noise. Great noise.
It's going to, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that therein shall be burnt up.
See, during the days of Noah, the earth got destroyed with the flood. And now we're going to get destroyed with fire when Christ returns. I'm going to pass it over to Priest Officer NATHANIAAHLA.
Yeah, that priest and prophet, another powerful man. Yes, sir. Good job. Shalom, Israel. I'm priest and officer NATHANIAAHLA. And we're the I.S.U.P.K, start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General YAHANNA. Since 1969, we've been teaching this truth that the Black, Spanish, and Native Indians are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Like it, sir. If I could, can I get another water if I could? Go on. We've been preaching that the Black, Spanish, teaching that the Black, Spanish, and Native Indians are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Yeah, I mean that the Black and the Spanish, we are more to this world than they try to take us out to be, man. Like, I mean, I know they pick us off little by little, I mean, one by one. I mean, but understand this, man. One thing you got to understand and remember is that you're God's chosen people. You see what I'm saying? And what they're trying to do is they're trying to distract you, or they're trying to get you not to come into who you are. You see what I'm saying? And that right there is the main reason why it's important to know who you is, because if you don't know who you is, you don't know where you're going in life. You don't know what God to worship. You don't know, you just don't know nothing. You see what I'm saying? Right. These laws is our wisdom. These laws is our guidance. This everything in this Bible is here to teach you who you are, teach you your way of life and things like that. If I could, so can you what is it? Deuteronomy 4:6, where it tells you that this is your wisdom?
Yeah, come.
Okay, come on. So if I could get that, please. Like, these laws is, here for us so we can, grow in life and into society, man. These heathens, these other nations are here to destroy you. The Lord put them here to destroy you because we didn't follow what he says to do, because we didn't hearken diligently unto his voice. You see what I'm saying? If I could, can you read that, sir?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them,
So like, start a verse up, please, Sluggy.
Come. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me.
So Moses telling the Israelites that he has taught you statutes. Read that again.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me.
So the Lord commanded Moses to teach us laws and statutes. You see what I'm saying? That's the law, statutes, and law statutes that you see in this Bible today. Go ahead.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
It says that we should do these laws and statutes that in every land that we go to possess it. I mean, so even here in America, you know what I mean? You're not supposed to eat pork. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where you at, in any captivity, no matter where you at, you're not supposed to, I mean, go against what the Most High told you to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now, of course, you obey the land, the laws of the land, but you can also follow the Most High and obey the law of the land.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
It says, keep therefore and do them. What does it tell you to keep therefore and do? The law, statutes, and commandments we just read. He taught us statutes and judgments. He taught us these things. Go ahead.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding. These laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord had given us is our wisdom and our understanding. You want to listen, you want to get off drugs, follow the Most High laws. Yeah, I mean, you want to be that perfect husband that, you know what I mean, you want to be what they call it, the relationship goals and things like that. Follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. I mean, these laws, statutes, and commandments are here to make you a better person, a human being. I mean, not just for you, but also for your neighbors, which is around you, and that's your Black, Spanish, and Native Indians, brothers and sisters. If I could keep going.
In the sight of the nations.
In the sight of the nations. So no matter where you go, follow these laws, statutes, and commandments because this is your wisdom. I mean, you ain't gotta go to Harvard to understand life or to know how to work life.
Right.
Put your trust in the Lord. He'll give you everything that you want.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't gotta join the military, the white man's military, to be something in life.
Right.
You don't gotta do none of these things. Yeah, I mean, you want to be far, go far in life. Follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's like, if I could, can I get the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6? Go ahead, sir. It's very important, man. Knowing who you is very important. The Chinese man know who he is. Africans know who he is. It's crazy because I was slaving at Walmart. I remember slaving at Walmart, and it was this young brother. He was, I don't know if he was messing with her or playing around with her, but he was going around. Well, I feel like he was serious because we believe that we're Africans. But he was trying to tell this African woman that he's an African, and she was like, "No, you're not. No, you're not." And he was like, I don't know if he was just getting her mad or he was getting her mad and worked up, but he was playing he was laughing at the same time, but he was serious and she was serious. Right. And she's telling him, like, "You're not African. Where are you from in Africa?" "I don't know, but I know I'm African. Look, we're the same people." And she's like, "No." And then once that conversation died down, I had asked her, I was telling him, like, "Bro, you're not African. Like, you're not. You know what I mean? You don't know where you're from in Africa. Just because you got dark skin, that doesn't make you African. The Arabs, they have dark skin. Are they African? The Taino Indians, they have dark skin. Are they African? No, they don't look at them as being African. So what makes you think you're African? Because of the color of your skin." He was like, "Yeah." And then as I was saying that, she was coming out, and I asked, I said, "Listen, don't you call us Akatas?" And when I said that, she looked and she smiled. And she was like, "How do you know that? Like, who told you that? Who taught you that? You're not supposed to know that." Like, she was shocked that I knew that they called me Akatas. You see what I'm saying? Right. That's crazy. And it was like, and she was like, and I was telling her, like, yeah, that's what you call us black people in America, right? And she was just like, yo, that's crazy. Who told you that? Like, how do you know akatas? Who taught you akata? Like, we're not the same, man. So that's why I say it's very important. It's very important to know who you are.
Right.
Because if you don't know who you are, you're gonna be chasing after these heathens trying to fit in. You're gonna be begging these heathens to be a part of them. Shit, Hades had to learn the hard way. When they tried to join themselves with the Africans, and they said, no, you're too poor. They had to learn the hard way. Black, Spanish, and Native Indians, man, remember this and know this, that you are God's chosen people.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're above all these other nations that's on the face of the earth. You ain't got to beg to be somebody less. Listen, I've never seen a first class beg to be somebody, to beg to be a second class citizen. Never. You never beg to be in second place. You always, if you're in first place, you should feel proud about that. But because you don't know who you is, you're going to, those are the things you're going to chase. If I could, so can you read that? And this is not me saying it. This is not me telling you that you're above everybody else. The Lord said it. The Lord said it. Go ahead, sir, if you could.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
For thou art an holy people. The word holy, what did the whole word holy means? The word holy means separate, set apart. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. Go ahead, keep going.
Unto the Lord thy God.
It says, you are a separate people unto the Lord thy God. Black, Spanish, and Native Indians understand that. You are separate. You're not the same. You're above them. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. You see what I'm saying? He has chosen you. Wear that. Like, yo, take that and embrace that. You know what I mean? That you're not a damn African. You're not a Chinese man. You're not a so-called man. Our people want to be the Jewish man. You know that? Sorry, but somebody said, you know that, right? They want to be a Jewish man.
Okay.
Like, you're a Jew already, but you want to be the white Jew.
Right.
Look how, man. That's how. Listen. That's how messed up we are as a people.
Right.
That's how messed up we are as a people. That we want to be people that's trying to be like us. Good night. If I could, can you read that again, sir? So like, read it from top.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
I said, we are a holy people unto the Lord thy God, man. Listen, the Lord is the God of Israel. He's our God. That's why he chosen us. He's not the God of nobody else. Don't believe me? It's like, if I could, can I get Psalms? What's that? Chapter 147, verse 19. He's the Lord of ours. He's our God. He don't deal with anybody else. And it's crazy because this is throughout the whole Bible. That's why it's important that we get out of these Christian church and we come back into our true identity, knowing who we are. You're only going to get that here in the I.S.U.P.K. You're not going to get that nowhere else on who you are. You got them purple faggots saying that we're Africans. They got a school over in Africa right now.
Right. This
The
is
Lord.
Psalm, chapter 147 and verse 19. He sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. Go ahead.
Verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Listen, he ain't give no other nation his statutes or his laws. It's saying it right here. He hath not dealt so with any other nation. That's like, for give you an example. When I give my son laws and rules to this house, that's not going for everybody else because they're not my child.
Right.
My child is who I'm giving these laws, statutes, and commandments to govern this house,
Right.
to govern himself, to
Right.
make himself a better person. That's not going for everybody else. That's not going for when he go to school. Yeah, my dad, nah. They're going to look at him like he's crazy. That's your father. The Lord telling us, listen, throughout this whole Bible, the Lord is telling us he is our Lord. He is our God.
Right.
Stop trying to share him, man. You can't share. My son can't share me.
Right.
My son cannot share me. Stop trying to share your God, man.
Right.
Go ahead, sir. Keep going, please.
Verse 20. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known you.
Why?
Praise,
Go ahead.
praise ye the Lord.
Why haven't they known his judgments? It's like, so you know that? Why haven't they known his judgments?
Oh, because they wasn't given his laws and commandments, so they can't break them, so they can't get punished.
Exactly, because he's not dealing with them. He is not their God. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not their God. And that's why they don't know his judgments. That's why they don't know nothing. They don't listen, they don't know him.
Right.
My phone just checked. Oh. Yeah, they don't know him. So like, if I could, sir, can I get Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1? Like I said, man, this is throughout the whole Bible. This is throughout the whole Bible that the God is our God, and he is nobody else. Let's like it, sir. Can I get Jeremiah 31 and 1? He's our God and nobody else God. And like I said, throughout the whole Bible, it explains and it breaks it down. I might as well go to another verse to where he says that he's the God of Israel. You know what I'm saying? If I could, so you can read it when you can.
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 1. At the same time, saith the Lord, will I be the God of all the families of Israel.
It says at the same time, saith the Lord, will I be the God of all the families of the house of Israel. Go ahead.
And they shall be my people.
And we shall be his people. The Lord said, sorry, sir, can you read it one more time?
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, 31 and verse 1. At the same time, saith the Lord, will I be the God of all the families of Israel.
Some of the family.
Of all the families of Israel.
All the did it say Chinese people too?
Of all the families of Israel.
All the family of Israel. Why didn't he say all the family of the world? Why he ain't say that? Why you Christian? Why the pastors don't bring none of this out? They say we all one. Why the pastors don't bring none of this out? Because the pastors is here to get their quick dollar. They here to get that buck.
Right.
Sleep with your wife, unless your children. Wickedness.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's time to wake up, Israel.
Right.
Wake up to know who you are. If I could, can I get that? If I could get, what's that? Isaiah 30 and 1.
Come.
It's time to wake up, man, because listen, the Lord, his punishment, his judgment is happening to us. We're not doing so good. We're at the bottom. We're being hunted in these streets. We're being deported. Listen, Trump is deporting us left and right. ISIS is picking us off.
Right.
ISIS is picking us off. That's what they call it, right? ISIS. ISIS is, listen, they going to listen, and they got no picks. Like they don't mind taking your kids out of school. Come on. And shout out to that sister, them sisters that held it down.
Right.
And ain't allow it. ISIS is picking us off one by one. And you know why is that? Because we don't know who we are as a people. We don't know how to stick together. That sister, I ain't gonna lie, man. You ever seen that show? The sister, when they try to go to the school, and them sisters was like, nah, you can't come in here.
I saw the reaction to it when the Hispanic sister was talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I seen that.
Yeah, they wasn't having that, man. They listen, this world is wicked. And that's who we decide to follow. That's who we vote for. We vote for those type of people.
Right.
Kamala Harris wouldn't have been any better.
Right.
Kamala Harris wouldn't have been any better.
Right.
Listen, we vote for those people when the Lord tells us not to vote to put anybody above you besides your people. Listen, we supposed to have our own people above us.
Right.
Because only our people know what we go through. That white man can't tell you what you're going through. That white man can't fix you. That what is she? Indian lady can't fix you.
Right.
They doing exactly what Trump said, make America great again. America was only great for the white man, and that's what he wanted for. He wanted only great for the white man. Because if I think, so like I said, just to think about it, this is a quick thought, sidebar. Whatever happened to those 14 COs that unalived that man in December?
Oh, right.
You don't hear about that no more, do you?
Right.
Is it even no protest, no nothing about that? You don't hear about that at all. And once it goes silent, once it gets swept under the rug, ain't nobody gonna really look back at it.
Right.
That's crazy. They ain't even get set. Listen, it's recorded. He's getting beat up. It's recorded. What more do you need? But those are the people that we put above us. We put those type of people above us. And we keep praying for one day for all of us to get along. How many of us got to die before we understand that we're never going to get along? I'm confused. And that's why the Christian church destroy our people. This Christian church is destroying us. You see what I'm saying? If I could.
Right.
Go ahead, if you could. Can I get a chapter before that?
You called for Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1.
Yeah, can I get what's that? 20? Is it 29?
29.
Woe to your pastors. That's what it is.
This one. You want to go to the pastors?
Okay.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah, man. Listen. Being in these Christian church. It's 23.
Come.
Or wait, I'm still like.
Jeremiah 23.
I'm trying to get it with you. No, it's not 23. Where is it?
Jeremiah 23. Right.
No. Where was it? Lord to the rebellious children. Or was it? I think it was. Bear with me, Israel. Let me just grab the scripture real quick. Do you know that one, sir?
Yeah, Jeremiah 23.
Oh,
Woe to the pastors.
oh, come. Yeah, can I get that?
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors.
Oh, so like I'm in Isaiah. It says, woe unto the pastors. What do woe mean? Hey, Alexa, what do woe mean?
Wow can mean different things depending on the context. As an interjection, wow is usually used to express surprise, wonder.
Alexa,
pleasure.
volume all the way up. Hey, Alexa, what do woe mean?
While can mean different things.
Alexa, stop. Lock it. Woe means destruction.
Right.
We're just gonna get to it. Woe means destruction. You see what I'm saying? It says, woe unto the pastors. Go ahead.
That destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
That destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. That's what these pastors, that's what the Christian church is doing to you. That's what these pastors is doing to you. It's crazy. It's here in the Bible. But we don't give a damn. Anything to make us feel good. That's how, listen, that's how black people would. You know, on a carton of cigarettes, it says it will give you cancer.
Right.
But because y'all think it relieves stress, y'all look past that.
Right.
I don't give a damn about the cancer. And that's how y'all live with these Christian church. These pastors is feeding y'all nothing but destruction and scattering y'all. What do they do when they leave the Christian church? Most of them become what? Atheists, Muslims. People leave the church and go all these other. Listen, we want to find God. We're searching for Him, but because we've been in Christianity, Christianity had destroyed us so bad, we go to the next thing that's similar to Christianity, and that's Islam. Which is when it's really the exact same thing.
Right.
I mean, my gosh, it's like if I could, can you pour me up some of that, sir? But what was that, Jeremiah?
This, you said
The what's that? Yeah, Comic Con, sir.
we have it. So that's the only thing.
Yeah, if it's not, sir, then that's too So yeah, man. One thing about this Bible won't listen. This Bible lay down everything for you. Any problem that you're going through, you know what I mean, anything that you want to achieve, whatever the case may be, the Bible is a scripture for it in here. See what I'm saying? We just have to pick up this Bible and read it. Come to class, I say. You gotta come to class. You gotta get taught again. Because being in this Christian church, listen, shout out to Captain Cesariak, who is crushing these Christian channels out here, because they definitely, truly need to get taught again. I'm sorry. It's like, sir, it's too wild if you don't see nothing.
Yeah, stop.
The water, sir, I appreciate it. Listen, these Christian churches is here to destroy you, and Captain Cesariak is destroying them all. Can I get that, sir, if you could? Get taught again?
God.
Yeah, can I get have to be taught Hebrews 5:12. They have to be taught again, and that's what. Listen, like I said, shout out to Captain Cesariak once again, because he is teaching these Christian pastors and these Christians again. He is on a run right now on these podcast shows. He is destroying the Christianity, just like he's destroyed the Egyptologists. Listen, I don't hear nothing about Egyptologists no more. I don't see not one hotep thingy, you know, the little Ankh thingy. I don't see none of that no more. I don't see them on social media, no nothing. I mean, you got it, sir?
Come. This is the book of Hebrews, the 5 and verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again.
For when it's time for you to be a teacher, you have to be taught again. These Christians, they need to be taught again. They out here preaching His word, preaching that everybody is equal, everybody's saying God love everybody, which is false. We need to be taught. They need to be taught again. They need to come here in the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA and be taught again, because they're destroying the people. These pastors are destroying the people. Woe unto the pastors that scattered my flock. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Which be the first principles of the oracles of God.
That's the first principle of the oracle of God. It's the first thing you have to do is be taught again. You can't go in like you know everything. And Captain Zardock is, listen, he's pulling cars right now, man. He is pulling cars. These brothers that be thinking they got a big platform and they know what all they're reading the Bible, especially, oh man, he destroyed the brother Cooley. It was crazy.
Right.
Destroyed him. Like, they definitely did, man. We have to be taught again, though. We definitely have to be taught again. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's important to know who you is. Come into class. We gotta listen. We gotta know on what, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. We gotta go on everything. And that's how much we love you, Black, Spanish, and Native Indians, that we do this for free, faithfully. Yeah, I mean, every day, faithfully, 7 o'clock, brothers is here teaching, try to get y'all to understand that you are God's chosen people, that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You see what I'm saying? If I could, can I get Proverbs chapter 13, verse 12? Oh, wait, do I want to go to the New Testament? Can I get Ephesians chapter 6 and 11? Yeah, I mean, you gotta be taught again. You gotta be brand new. Renew your mind. You know what I mean? You gotta renew yourself, renew your body. I mean, don't be easily tempted. Don't be easily convinced. Yeah, I mean, if I could, you got it if you can read it.
This is the book of Ephesians, so the 6 and verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God.
Put on the whole armor of God. Go ahead.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. What is the armor of God? What's the armor of God, sir?
Oh, the armor of God is basically your protection.
Yeah, it's the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
That is the armor of God. Follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. What can really destroy you?
Right.
What's destroying? Listen, the Lord said if you don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, all these curses will become upon you.
Right.
So if you follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, you'll get blessed.
Right.
No curses will be on you. Put on the armor of God. The armor of God is this right here. It's in this book right here. It's Holy Bible. I mean, and just in this book alone, you will know who you are. In this book alone, you will know how to govern yourself. See what I'm saying? So it's very wise. It's very smart that you know who you're around. That Christian church will destroy you. That pastor is destroying you. That pastor ain't doing nothing but fattening his pockets.
Right.
Know who you're around. Don't dwell with the fools because you'll become a fool. You ever heard that saying? You are who you hang around. If I could, can I get Proverbs 13 and 12? You ever heard that saying? You are who you're around. Listen, the Bible says the same thing. Where do you think they got that from? The Bible said the same thing. If I could, can you read?
This is the book of Proverbs, the 13 and verse 12.
Now, mind you, it's like, mind you, you are who you hang around. Go ahead.
Hope deferred maketh the heart sick.
Wait, 13 and 12, the 13 and 20, Slaggy.
Oh, 13 and 20. This is the book of Proverbs, the 13 and verse 20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise.
He that walketh with wise men shall be wise. Now, man, I'm a wise man. Officer 1,000, Officer Ibaya 1,000, he is a wise man. Go ahead.
But a companion of fools shall be destroyed.
But a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Is that not the same thing as you are who you hang around? It's like it said in Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter and the 6th verse says this is your wisdom, right?
Right.
These law statutes is your wisdom.
Right.
So when you get to Proverbs, the 13th chapter and the 20th verse, it says, read it again.
He that walketh with wise men shall be wise.
So if you, us men in the I.S.U.P.K, we follow God's law, statutes, and commandments. You see what I'm saying? He told us this will be our wisdom. So if you in here with us, you're a wise man. If you walking with us, you're a wise man. You keep hanging out with those, I mean, the brothers that's in the world or the worldly friends, you're gonna find yourself voting for somebody over you to destroy you.
Right.
You're gonna find yourself with a kufi on your head and a man's dress, smacking your forehead on the floor.
Right.
You're gonna find yourself destroyed. You're gonna find yourself you're gonna be a companion of a fool.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's very important. That's why, listen, it's very important, man. I fight this and I back this up 100%. It's very important to know who you are. Gotta know who you are as a people, man.
Right.
If I could, can I get Luke? Can I get Yeah, let's get Deuteronomy 17 and 15. It's very important that you know who you are. I mean, because if you don't, you're destroyed. You ever seen a damn cat? You ever seen a dog act like a cat? It's a lie. Never seen that.
Right.
So, what the scriptures say? An ox knoweth his master.
Right.
But what was it? You can pull it if you want to. Yeah, I mean, we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are as a people. So it's easy to destroy us. It's very easy.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner,
The ox knoweth his owner,
and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know.
but Israel do not know. We don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. We don't know our God we're supposed to worship and follow. We don't know. Why y'all think we're at the bottom? Really, why do y'all think we're at the bottom? We be at church. Grandma be at church every Sunday faithfully. Faithfully.
Right.
Y'all, what they call them? Influencers that try to say we put God first and things like that. When TikTok was going, the TikTok is your God. Because once they took away TikTok, all y'all look like, what the hell? Sloggy. What I'm gonna do?
Right.
Once they got rid of TikTok, all the influencers, that's your God.
Right.
Put God first, you put TikTok first.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like if we go back to Deuteronomy 17 and 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, 17 verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
No, that's Slide, read from the top again. Slide, yes, sir.
Come. This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
It says, "Thou shalt not choose any god or appoint any god or king over thee, who the Lord didn't choose." Go ahead.
One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother.
You shall not listen. Donald Trump, for all you idiots that thought Donald Trump was going to be the one to make America great for you, you're a fool. For all you idiots that thought Kamala Harris was going to do the same thing, y'all are fools. For all y'all idiots that think that there are some good white people out here, y'all are fools.
What?
They're fools. My thing is, because this is exactly how I see it. Everybody that's in Senate or in a big office, they have to be elected, right?
Right.
Who elected them? You, for going out and voting. Y'all go out and y'all make these people in charge of things, and it still don't go your way. And all y'all doing is, all we do is sit there with our jaw dropped and looking like, well, we gotta work for something. We gotta try one way. You know what? Try following the law, statutes, commandments. Read from the top again, sir.
Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother.
Sir, if you could, can I get James chapter 4, verse 8? Yeah, man. We put all these, listen, we keep putting these strangers above us to rule over us. Start trying to get to know God. Pick up this Bible, read this Bible, know what God wants from you. And he would deliver you from anything and everything that you are going through. You see what I'm saying? It's very important that you know who you is. Because if you know who you are, you would know your God. If I could,
Right.
you can read.
This is the book of James, the 4 and verse 8. Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you.
Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you. Get closer to God, he'll get closer to you. You see what I'm saying? Don't look at America to help you, to be your salvation. Don't look at that white man like he's going to save you. Will he give you a good job? You think he's a good man? No, he needs you to slave.
Right.
Who you think makes the big bucks?
Right.
Think because he paying you $27 an hour, you're doing something?
Right.
No, he's making the big. Listen, your supervisor don't even make the big bucks.
Right.
The man that owns the whole company business is making the big. The one that's home playing golf in his backyard,
Right.
is making the big bucks. And all you doing is helping him make those big bucks. It's like, read from the top again, sir.
Come. Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you.
Good.
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify ye hearts, ye double-minded.
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners. Wash your hands. Listen, repent. Repent. Come back to the Most High. No matter what, listen, the Lord understand. He understand what you had to do because you thought you had to sell a few dime bags to support your family. He understand that. He understand that he thought you thought it was a good thing or a cool thing to deal with your brother's wife or unalive your brother. He understand. He understand how this world had deceived you. Repent. Purify. Salakia. It says, and purify your hearts. Clear your mind. Clear your mind. Ye double-minded. You see what I'm saying? Come back. Draw nigh to the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Be afflicted and mourn.
Be afflicted and mourn. Go ahead.
And weep.
And weep. I mean, it's nothing. Listen, understand that. Good.
Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up.
Humble yourself. Listen, let it all out. Let it all out.
Right.
Forgive. Listen. The only way to be a better man is to put that old man away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Put that old man away.
Right.
Get it out. You know what I mean? You gotta cry it out. Whatever you're going through, you weep. But draw nigh to God. You see what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. It was just one scripture I was trying to pull. Can I get the book? Salakia. Can I get let's just go with Luke chapter 16 and 15.
Come. This book of Luke, chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, Ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
It says, ye are they which justify yourselves before men. You know what I mean? You are the ones that, and this is going for the brothers that try to make it cool, try to make sin cool.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Christian pastors. Pastors, man, listen. The pastors will make any sin. What did what's his name? TD Jakes say? Power Bottom say? He said, well, if I did do it, all I gotta do is ask God for his forgiveness. Well, good night.
Right.
That's all you gotta do. So are you teaching people to sin and just ask God for their forgiveness? His forgiveness?
Right.
You're not supposed to do nothing. Listen, man. Ye are they which justify yourselves before men. Go ahead.
But God knoweth your hearts.
But God know your heart. For all you want, for everybody that feel like they gotta smoke weed to calm their nerves, or smoke cigarettes to calm their nerves, or to eat something. Listen, you got a problem with eating, go get checked out.
Right.
If you can't eat, it's a pill for that.
Right.
Take a pill. You ain't gotta smoke.
Right.
Listen, I know somebody that smoked a cigarette as she was eating. Like, you eating with a cigarette lit. It's like, how? It's like, me and my mom used to look at her like, what the, like, really? And of course, she was the talk of the house, or she was the bid, or whatever the case may be. But it's just, it's crazy, man. It's like that. Can't one of these, can we? We can. That's good. I ain't gonna. But she used to smoke a cigarette that says she has to, and she made it seem like she has to smoke in order to eat. That don't make sense to me. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't. Somebody could break that down to me. That'd be crazy. But go ahead.
Come.
But God knoweth your heart.
But God knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God.
For that which is a highly esteemed amongst men is an abomination unto the Lord God. Slide, if you could, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow, sir, I appreciate it. It says, for that which is highly esteemed amongst men is an abomination unto the Lord thy God. All that smoking weed, selling drugs, and want to unalive people, that shit is highly esteemed. And listen, my thing is, for the young men that just think it's cool to unalive because somebody disrespected them, it's like, bro, I understand you're young, you feel with all this, like you just pumped up. All this testosterone in you, you want to test your strength. You want to test your heart. But that's not doing nothing but leading you into destruction. You're doing bad right now. You're doing bad. It's not like, and then you'll get it as you like. No, my thing is, and I tell people this too. Don't be the example. Don't go out here and do all this sin and want to unalive or want to deal with a brother rib or a brother wife. And once he come back at you or try to defend which is his and do something bad and it hurt you badly, and then you're going to sit there. You're going to sit in that cell or sit in that hospital and be like, it wasn't worth it. No, that wasn't worth it. That's that demon that's on you. That's a demon. That's that you get that rush. Oh, you hype. You want unalive him. He looked at you wrong. He's selling drugs on your block. He messing with your girl. Or not messing with you. I want to go mess with his girl. She nice. She got a fatty. What they call it? Yacht. She got that yacht. It's like it. She got that. You see what I'm saying? And now you in the hospital or in the jail cell. That demon gone. Now you was sitting there looking like it wasn't worth it. If I could change my life, if I could change my moves, if I could change all this around, I would. Like, it's like, yeah. Go out, sir. Okay. If I could, where is that?
We was at Luke chapter 16, verse 15.
Okay, keep going.
But God knoweth your hearts.
God know your heart. God know. Listen, my thing is, you smoking cigarettes and weed and stuff like that to calm your nerves up. Listen, you're not fooling nobody.
Right.
Yeah, God know your heart. I'm pretty sure you heard that before.
Yeah.
I know this is bad, but God knows my heart. What is your heart saying? What is your heart saying right now? Like, is your heart not like, it's a wicked heart. God knows my heart as you puff a cigarette. And you smoke weed. God knows my heart. Your heart is saying that you're evil. You're wicked.
Right.
It's showing that you're evil. You're wicked. If I keep going.
For that which is highly esteemed among men
For what?
is abomination in the sight of God.
Listen, none of that is cool to the Most High. Most High don't look at that as like, he ain't like, okay, yeah, she's stressed out. She could take a puff or two. Like, yeah, he was horny that day and she was the only one that walked by, so he could come at that brother wife. He need to eat, so go ahead, sell those drugs. Most High not listen. He's looking at that like, yo, these niggas is weak out here.
Right.
He look at you as being weak. Okay, keep going, sir.
Verse 16. The law and the prophets were until John. Since that time, the kingdom of God is preached, and every man pressed into it.
Keep going.
Verse 17. Verse 17. And it's easier for heaven and earth to pass than one tittle of the law to fail.
Listen. It's easier for heaven and earth to pass than one tittle to fail. Of the laws to fail. So these laws, you shall not you should not deal with your brother wife or your brother rib, or you should not eat pork, strip crabs, or lobster. There should be no whoredom in Israel or the daughters of the children of Israel. All those laws are still here today.
Right.
Because heaven and earth is still, I'm standing on earth now.
Right.
Heaven ain't go away with it, did it? Like, is this something I don't know? I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why it's very, if I could, can I get Micah 2 and 10?
Come.
That's why it's important, man, to get out of these Christian church, these Muslim mosques. It's very important to, know who you are. Like I said, I'm gonna stress this every class, to know who you are. Gotta know who you are. Gotta say. Like I said, we got class Monday through Saturday. Monday through Saturday we had class.
Right.
7 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
Right.
Good night. What more do you want?
This is the book of Micah, to the 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart.
Arise ye and depart. Israel, Black Spanish Native Indian man, wake up. Get up and leave. Get up and leave. Same way you get up, you ready to leave that damn slave? Because you're tired. Listen, be tired of America.
Right.
Be tired of that pastor keep lying over and over to you.
Right.
Depart. Get away from him. Because listen, I don't know why y'all think that the same people that had us into slavery is the same people that's supposed to give you salvation.
Right.
You're supposed to give you salvation. You're supposed to have salvation. God damn. Tell me something. Am I lost? My thing is, it's just because I be having talks with people and brothers and stuff like that, and it's just like, and I just be hearing like they side of things, or it's just like, what? Why do you think like that?
Right.
What makes you think like that? I get it. You're a Christian, ain't you? You're a Christian. Oh no, you ain't a Christian. You sound what? You're a Muslim. You think Muslims think they better? It's the Christians, but being a Muslim, yo, you gotta see how brothers act when they Muslims, man. It's like, I'm Muslim. I don't know. It's like, Muslim brothers are the funniest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, Muslim brothers are definitely. It's like, okay, you Muslim, you smoke the pork. Because Muslims think they more holy. I feel like they think they more in order. Everybody know the Christians is out of order, but Muslim people, they be like, nah, I can't do that. Like, at least they say no to some things. Christians, God died for, like, God put away, God made it okay for you to eat pork, shrimp, crabs, and lobsters. God made it okay for that. And then you got the Muslims that be like, nah, I can't. At least I can't eat pork. Can't eat pork right now. So I mean, Muslims say they can't do certain things, but it's just like they just weird to me. So it's a lie here. It is, but let's get back on topic. If I could, can you read that from the top, sir?
This is the book of Micah, 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
This is not your rest, Black Spanish and Native Indians. Why do you think we listen? Why do you think ISIS is here? ISIS is letting you know that you're still being hunted. Don't get lazy.
What?
Don't get lazy. Don't get distracted. They still look at you as nothing. You're not free. You're not free. The jails is filled up with Black and Spanish people. You're not free.
Right.
A lot of them wrongfully arrested.
Right.
And they're going to be arrested for what, 15, 20 years before they be like, yeah, we wrongfully arrested you. We apologize. We're not free.
Right.
ISIS go to schools. You go to schools and take the damn child. But this should be no surprise though, right? America, they bomb cities.
Right.
They kill innocents.
Right.
It's like, keep going, sir.
Because it is polluted.
This place is polluted. This place got, listen, America got you thinking a boy can be a girl and a girl can be a boy.
Right.
America got you thinking that, well, America got these children running the world, running their house. Slug, if I could, can I get Psalms 115 and 9? America got you doing all these wicked things, man. They got you thinking. One of the most wickedest thing America got you doing is thinking that YAHUSHA is white. It's Caesar Borgia.
Right.
Follow the, listen, you got to come back to this Bible. Start reading this Bible to know who we are. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 115, verse 9. O Israel, trust thou in the Lord. He is their help and their shield.
O Israel, trust in thy the Lord, for he is your help and your shield. The Lord is going to protect you. Not Donald Trump. Donald Trump's an ISIS.
Right.
The Lord is going to protect you. The Lord is going to feed you. I don't know why we listen. We beat physical slavery. Like,
Right.
there's no need. Listen, and that's the thing too. We go to these abortion clinics and get rid of the baby because we feel like we can't take care of them. What you think they did in slavery? How you think they took care of these kids in slavery?
Right.
In a worse time, listen, in a worse condition than this.
Right.
And they stood 10. They got pregnant. There wasn't no abortion. There wasn't no kick me. None of that.
Right.
They had that baby. They raised that baby.
Right.
And of course, the wicked white man done whatever he wanted to with that baby. But listen, we still had that baby, and we raised that baby the best we could.
Right.
Go ahead. But that was it on that?
That was on 9.
Okay, Salaki. Read it from the top again, sir.
This is the book of Psalm, the 115, verse 9. O Israel, trust thou in the Lord. He is their help and their shield.
He is the help. He is your help and your shield. You see what I'm saying? He's the helping Yeshua. You don't gotta listen. You ain't gotta do nothing extra. You ain't gotta do nothing extra. You ain't gotta learn no new. You ain't gotta learn nothing new. Just read this Bible. It's the only thing you learn. You have to learn.
Right.
The renewing of your mind. Renew your mind. Be taught again. You see what I'm saying? Know this Bible. It's like the Apocrypha too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Let's get to it. If I could, can I get Deuteronomy 28 and 1?
Come.
I mean, it's right. That's why this book. Listen, I was just like everybody else, man. I was just like everybody else. I was a Muslim, thought I was righteous. You should have seen me. I was embarrassing because I used to sit there, act like I'm listening to people, getting ready to say some bull crap out my mouth that I don't even know. It's just a mess. And this is the escape. Listen, how Muslims think this is why brothers that's Muslims now is funny, because once they don't know something, they'll say, yeah, I gotta get back on my deen. But you got it, the whole kufi and outfit in there. What are you? Like, what are you doing right now? What is it for? Why are you dressed up in your kufi and your man dress? I gotta get back on my deen. I don't really know that. I gotta understand. Good night. What do you know? What do a brother in Islam know?
Right.
Brother Islam told us he will give his grandbaby or his youngest daughter, his daughter that's what, 6, to what's his name? The Muhammad. He'll give him Muhammad. Because those was the times. Like what? And the Arab that was in that store said no. Right there, what's that? That Crowns.
Oh.
A brother said, yes, those was the times. You give a 6-year-old to a grown-ass man for what? Why would a grown-ass man want a 6-year-old?
Right.
Salaki, excuse my friend. Why would a grown man want a 6-year-old? For you to even think like that, I mean, you're greedy and you're selfish. Because you will give her away for money, coins. What about protecting her?
Right.
What about being a father to that little girl? What about being a grandfather to that? Like, what about, like, man, these brothers, I tell you, it's like I said. But, yeah, back on top. This is a law class. We have to follow the Most High laws. Yeah, I mean, you follow the Most High laws. No, that's not law. That's like history class. Reason why we fell the way we fell because we didn't follow the Most High laws. You see what I'm saying? And once we didn't follow his laws, we went to slavery. He punished us. It says it. Did it not? It's like, so if you could, we about to read the Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, to let y'all know that the Lord let us know if we was to follow his laws, what would happen if we was to follow what he says. Right. I mean, and not follow what America tell you to do. Right. I mean, it's not okay to eat pork. It's not okay to eat shrimps. It's not okay to sell drugs. It's not okay to unalive one another. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. It says,
it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently, if you shall listen closely. Let me break it down in the beginning. It shall come to pass, meaning it shall happen.
Right.
If it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently, you shall listen closely unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
to observe and to do all his commandments. To observe. Hey Siri. Salaki. My bad, Siri. Hey Alexa. What do observe mean?
The word observe can have various meanings, all of which revolve around the idea of carefully perceiving or noticing something using one's senses, particularly sight. It can also mean to see or
All right,
watch
Alexa.
someone or something, either intentionally
All right,
or
Alexa.
unintentionally.
Shut off. To observe, to see, like, listen. We have to observe his laws, statutes, and commandments
Right.
and do them.
Right.
Go ahead.
And to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on low,
On high.
in the middle,
On high.
in between.
On high.
The Lord thy God will set thee on high if we hearken diligently unto the voice of unto his voice, to observe and to do all his commandments. He will set us on high. That's what happens if you listen. You'll learn that when you come in here in the I.S.U.P.K and the commandment during YAHANNA.
Right.
Get out of those Christian church, the Muslim mosques. You will learn that. And once you learn that, I know more questions are going to come.
Right.
Go ahead.
Above all nations of the earth.
We'll be above all nations of the earth. It won't, listen, y'all won't be sitting there trying to vote for Donald Trump. Y'all know who y'all be sitting there voting for? YAHUAH. Y'all be sitting there voting for somebody in your nation. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's important to know this book, know who you are. It's very important. That's very important. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee.
And all these blessings shall come on thee. All these blessings shall come on thee. Now, when you look at us today, do y'all feel like we're blessed? Are we a blessed people? Are we a blessed nation? Hell no. It's locked. These jails proves it. The graveyards prove it. If I could, can you skip down to 15th?
Come.
Yeah, I mean, and now we're about to read what would happen if we don't follow the Lord's statutes and commandments.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Meaning, it shall come to pass, meaning it will happen. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you will not hearken, if you will not listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God, if you struck it up, go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
So if you don't listen to none of this, go ahead.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
All these blessings.
All these curses shall come upon thee.
All these curses shall come upon thee. We will be, listen, look at us today. Now, do we come off more blessed or cursed? We come off cursed.
What?
Why do we come off more cursed? We come off more cursed because we're not hearkening diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right.
To observe and to do all his commandments and statutes. That's why we're cursed. That's why we got somebody that's trying to beat us, ruling over us. It's just crazy. And it's crazy because black people, we know this. We know this.
Right.
We say it all the time, man. They want to be like us. Man, we better at them at everything. What do that mean? Like, what is that? Well, we better than them at everything. Okay, we're better than everything, but what?
Right.
Ruling the nation? ruling the world? You think they the only ones that know how to rule the world and conquer the world? Y'all listen, y'all feel and think that they'll rule the world better than us because they've been doing it for so long. But y'all don't have the Lord on your side.
Right.
We don't have the Lord on our side to really, have that understanding that even they gotta go.
Right.
They're destroying the. If I could, can you get that, sir?
Okay.
They're destroying the world.
Oh,
What?
and Esau's end of the world.
Huh?
Which one you want? Esau's end of the world. Jacob's beginning of the follow.
The righteous
The righteous.
ruler.
Oh, when the wicked bear rule.
Count.
Okay.
Go out, sir. You see what I'm saying? When the wicked ruleth, people mourn it. We've been mourning. Listen, everybody. America stick their nose in everybody's business. And listen, a lot of countries hate America.
Right.
A lot of these countries, they hate America. You could be whatever it is that you want to be over here in America. America is not, listen, we only like America because we could do what we want. That's why we like America. You could be whatever you want to be. You could do whatever it is that you want to do.
Right.
And that's why we feel like America is the best, and is the best nation in the world. But America is also destroying you,
Right.
killing you, like literally
Right.
destroying you. That's what America is doing, and it's crazy because all these other nations sees it.
Right.
They laugh at us. We are a joke to these other nations. Like they will respect the white man more than they respect us. And the white man is destroying. But they look at us like, how are you letting this? How you allowing him to keep beating you and destroying you? You still love him.
Right.
You still try to protect him and want to be equal to him. It's like read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When we become in charge, when the Lord put us above everybody, everybody will rejoice. Everybody will feel like, okay, this is equal, this is fair. We deal with things righteously. We have righteous judgments. The Lord knows this. Go ahead.
Come. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. We're mourning now. Everybody's mourning now. Everybody, listen. I'm sorry, America's supposed to be the greatest country, but everybody hates America.
Right.
Like I said, they only come over here because there's money over here.
Right.
That's the only reason they come over here. Because it's money. And that people don't come here because they love America. They come here, work, and send money back to their country.
Right.
If I could, can you get that verse though? You saw the end?
Come.
Yeah, people don't come here because they America is the best. Listen, people in America leave America to go on vacation. People leave America. America's supposed to be the greatest country on this earth. But I gotta leave the greatest country on this earth to have a good time. That don't make sense.
Right.
Good night. Go ahead.
This book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
For Esau is the end of this world. This world is going down. Babylon is falling. This world is going down. Esau is destroying this world. Esau is tearing it. Listen. Good night. We all going to see it. I mean, and it says what? Jacob.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
And then Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Like we're gonna clean up this mess that Esau did, and the people will rejoice. Listen, we're gonna be good leaders.
Right.
Good leaders. Black and Spanish, man, look. Doesn't matter how bad it doesn't matter how bad the Edomites beat us or the white so-called white man beat us down, we still love him. We still treat him with all the utmost respect. You see what I'm saying? I want to get at now, if I could, sir. Can we go back to what's that? Jeremiah 30,
Come.
31 and 1?
Come.
Yeah, we gotta stop. Listen, Esau is destroying. Esau is destroying us. Esau is the end of the world. We mourn because Esau is in charge. Oh, so like I said, it is Isaiah 31.
Oh, Isaiah 31.
Come. Esau, listen, we mourning right now. We are suffering at the hands of the oppressor. Go ahead, you can read it when you get it.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Listen, for all you blacks and Spanish and Native Indians that go down onto Egypt for help, go down to America for help, thinking they're going to save you, thinking that they're going to get you out of whatever depression or whatever, bad life, whatever it is that you're going through in life, you think America is going to save you from that or help you with that? Woe unto you that goes on down unto Egypt for help. Go ahead.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many.
And trust in horses and chariots because there are many. And that's talking about the military. Because America has a huge military. You see what I'm saying? And we don't. A mighty military, I might say. And we don't. Go ahead.
And horsemen.
And horsemen, because they run the police district. You see what I'm saying? They run the military. Go ahead.
Because they are very strong.
Because they're strong. Go ahead.
But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
But they don't look unto the Holy Ones of Israel. They don't come to the men in the I.S.U.P.K for help. They don't come to them in the I.S.U.P.K because they're hungry. And we're going to feed you. We're going to clothe you. We're going to clothe you. Why is that? Because we follow the Most High and what He says in His teaching. We was taught again, so we know to clothe our brothers. We know who the enemy is. We know who we are as a people. Go ahead.
Neither seek the Lord.
And y'all don't seek the Lord. Y'all go to what's what makes y'all feel good. You see what I'm saying? Y'all go to what makes y'all feel good. And that's that Christian church. Salakia. We go to what makes us feel good. And that's that Christian church. You see what I'm saying? If I could, can you give me what's that? Zephaniah 2 and 1?
Huh.
We have to stick together. Yeah, because nobody care about that black and the Spanish and the Indian man. like I brought out earlier, it's not you that's bringing it. It's not you that's making the money. You helping that man that's oppressing your neighborhoods make that money. All these rich white people are oppressing your neighborhoods to, making their neighborhood look better.
Right.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Zephaniah, the 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
It says, gather yourselves together. Black, Spanish, and Native Indians, man, women, and child, gather together. Who displayed that excellent thing was the sister that didn't allow the ISIS to come and take them babies.
Right.
She gathered together. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah.
Right.
Stand down. She stood 10. Can't listen. Shout out to the black sisters. But you can't listen. It says, gather yourselves together. Go ahead.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Gather yourselves together, yea, O nations not desired. We're not desired. We're the only group of people that are not desired. The Black, Spanish, and Native Indians, they do not desire us. They do not care for us. And that's why the Lord is telling us to gather together. You know how strong we'll be? We took kingdoms when we was together. We took Israel. We took Israel, right? It was Canaan first, then we conquered Israel.
Right. Joshua.
Good night. But we're scattered right now. We can't do that. We can't. It's we going against each other right now. We don't serve the same God. You got some of us in the Christian church. Some of us following the Judaism thing, or some of us following Islam, and it's like we're all scattered. We're all scattered. You know what's crazy? Those Arab Muslims that open up businesses and stores, they don't look at the black Muslim man to come help him build this store up.
Right.
They will call their people.
Right.
Hey, come down here, man. I got a job for you. Listen, I just opened up this store. They'll call their people, and you'll be in the store every day putting money in their pockets.
Right.
We have to gather together. We have to wake up and depart from America, because America is rocking us to sleep badly. America is rocking us to sleep. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If I could read it from the top, sir.
Come. This is the book of Zephaniah, 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
We are not desired. Don't nobody care about us. Don't nobody care about us. Shalakia. Oh shit. Yeah, we are not desired. Nobody give a damn about us. Yeah, I mean, listen, grandma go to church every Saturday. Listen, you're a slave at a job for years and years and years and years and years. You'll pass away, and it's like, oops. Nothing towards the funeral, nothing. I don't give a damn. They on to the next. Oh, she passed away. I'm sorry for your loss. That's all you get.
Right.
Like, yeah. What's that? 39. Let me get try to make sure this is the right scripture, sir. Uh, 28. Yeah, man. Listen, the Lord would definitely deal. The Lord would definitely deal with us. The Lord has been dealing with us. I mean, we're not together. We're not one. We're separate. We're scattered all over the place.
Right.
We don't follow the law, statutes, and the God. We don't hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God and follow all statute commandments. So we're what? Cursed. We're a cursed people, and people think that, listen, and that's why it's important to lead a Christianity church, because Christianity got you thinking that the Lord can't punish you or nothing like that for not following his laws, statutes, and commandments. Somebody at the door. The Lord, listen, the Lord, Christianity got you thinking that the Lord don't, you know what I mean? They just got you thinking that he's just sweet. That he is not a man of war.
Right.
The Lord send them boys at you. You don't listen, you don't follow these laws. So like, if I could I get Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and 28? The Lord will send them boys at you if you don't follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's not a game. He's telling you the truth. Don't think that he don't send them boys at you. Listen, he got angels for everything.
Right.
Like, read it, you got it, sir?
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and verse 8.
28.
Oh, 39 and 28.
Come on, sir.
Come. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
There are spirits that's created for what?
For vengeance.
For vengeance. Go ahead.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
With their fury lay on sore strokes. Like, listen, the Lord would get at you. The Lord has spirits, or the Lord have angels that come down for different things.
Right.
For vengeance for them. What did they do? Listen, the Passover. Did he not send angels down here to destroy the Egyptians' firstborn, first everything?
Right.
The Lord ain't listen. You think you got hitters? You think you got these YNs to move out for you? The Lord got them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If I could. So like I was gonna.
Come.
All right. And with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer YAHUAH for the security announcement. I mean, remember, we're the I.S.U.P.K, star out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. Since 1969, we've been teaching this truth that the Black Spanish Native Indians are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. I mean, priest and officer 500, THEVIEW, here with priest and officer 1,000, YAHUAH. Pay your tithes, get in class. Shalom.
Give priest and officer NOJUMPER a powerful hand to teach the powerful history class. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander General YAHANNA, rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to set themselves in the world. They need transportation and teachable arrangement. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months once the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Taj, which is a commandment, found in the book of Numbers 18, verse 21, the book of Malachi 3, verse 8 to 10, YAHUSHUA, means 10th in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give the church department, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. What's our mountain going like? Upcoming holy convocations is the Feast of Purim, found on the 14th and 15th day of the 12th month. This year will be Thursday, March 13th, and Friday, March 14th, 2025, found in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verses 20 to 31. Remind Akim and Aquafi to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, headband, or scarf. With that, men of Israel, Allah, we can stand. Men of Israel, we want courage to do it. Men of Israel, Mount Shabbat, Mount Barak,
YAHUWAH Shem YAHUSHUA Brakatah.
At the top, use hands down. Sorry, turn face sisters. Sisters that margin means stand. Sister, your mom's body is your feet. Your head, body covered, your feet connected at a 45-degree angle, your right hand clapped to the left. And when we salute you, you salute us back. Remember Israel, when the sisters want to salute, remember Israel, Shabbat. Amazing. Barak.
YAHUWAH Shemar Alatah by Shem YAHUSHUA.
Y'all stop, you hands down, clap it up.